Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today for this live Agrotizer Network broadcast, bringing you the wonderful game of Warcraft Rumble. Here we are in January 2024 playing Warcraft Rumble, which was released November 3rd, 2023. It is the most important game of 2024 because of the timing. Because you can start collecting cards all year long, and so then next year, you'll be like so good. But the big question is Warcraft Rumble as good as Warcraft 2? A very difficult question to answer, one which will require experience, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, intelligence, diligence, fortitude, strength, and power to get it done for the team. Yes, we can all just think about ourselves, but what about the team? What about the dudes that we play this game with? And also other people, they're not dudes, that we play this game with. Where can we find out more about these individuals? This is a great question. We want to take our finger and go down on this mobile game and tap on the Guild tab, or the Social tab, which has the banner, we might call it, Social. That one right there. And in the Social tab, if we just tap the Social tab again, it will take us to our Season War Chest. So my guild, as myself being eagleDog, your host on the Agrotizer Network, thank you very much. Thank you. I am eagleDog, and I am a member of this guild. And the name of this guild, as you can plainly see, is the Power Rangers. There are currently 8 members online. And as you can notice up here in the comments, Pixelbeards 7 days ago said, "New season, let's do it again." What did he say before that? As you can see, eagleDog, said hip hip, and then later, about a day later actually, I responded with hooray, which was an excellent hip hip hooray message, if I do say so. Good job, everyone. We finished the second season, 2 down and many more to come. So as you can see, 13 days ago at the end of the second season, the Power Rangers were significantly powerful to collect one of those purple, pinkish purplish colored canisters, which is the same goal that we are striving for. An epic upgrade core is the thing that we've got our sights on, that we're trying to get for Season 3. Here with the Power Rangers Guild and myself, eagleDog. So far, we have 5,780 war crests out of 30,000 needed for the epic upgrade core. I don't think we'll have any difficulties getting the new tower skin or Emperor Thaurissan. But that epic upgrade core is going to be a challenge for Season 3 for the Power Rangers with 8 members online. A little bit of discussion here with myself, eagleDog, talking about the idea of kicking out some of our less active players. Let's see if we can sort them by, there we go, by war crests. I don't know if that's the best way to sort them. The best way to sort them is to go up to the, to go into this area, up to the little graph up in the top left. So right up here in this area, that little graph, that little blue graph, that's where we find our inactive list. So Green Jag is the most active. I myself, eagleDog, am the 3rd most active. Slick Willis the 4th most. Then Red and Pixelbeards and I go rounds And then after that, nobody has touched it this season yet. Twism, Exwat, Helbrecht, Echo, Draz, Dragon Ranger, and Hazardous are the inactive members in the Power Rangers Guild, which I, myself, eagleDog, might suggest the possibility of booting out all of those guys except for Dragon Ranger. If possible, I think we should try to hang on to Dragon Ranger because he's got a good, appropriate name with the Power Rangers. His name is Dragon Ranger. He could be our, like, token inactive guy. So that's where we find our inactives, is here in this blue chart up in the top left of the Season 3 war chest. Because if we just keep a bunch of inactives on the team, then we won't get all of those points that we need. Alright, well that's what it's all about, is doing the Arclight missions. The Arclight missions are the missions, these light blue colored missions. These quests are the ones which are going to get points for the team. Right now, I'm going to get 50 more points to add to the social. Season 3 war chest, 5,780. I'm going to add 50 to that. I'm going to bring that up to 5,830. 5830 is the number that we're looking for after this next challenge. I'm just going to use whatever army I've got equipped. I can do it. Shadowclaw. And each of these Arclight challenges has some slightly different dynamics. Sometimes you play with different team members than you normally would use, different minis, as they are called, different Warcraft characters. Or sometimes you get a boost to gold or other resources. Or in this case, the minis, which refers to all of my little soldiers here, including that one and this one and all the other ones, they are going to deal more damage than they normally do, but they will be less healthy, less powerful than normal. Let's see how my big guy with the wooden tree attached to his back does. Pretty good so far. Let's get in some artillery support. Oh, the artillery support got blasted by the Huntress. So, oh, I've got a Banshee. Oh, wow. I don't know who I would attack with a Banshee. We'll save that for later. Oh, man, it's looking... What, I've got a healer? Look, I've got the healer. It's Shaman. Alright, well, let's just go in and get this, shoot. You know, who we want to take. Send in this guy. And, mine some gold. Alright, they've got a wolf coming in to attack me. My best defense against that is some flyers. Some flying air support. Looks like we're grabbing a gathering spot. I'm going to dig in. That dude. And also send in some extra firepower. And I'm going to shaman. Oh, I don't think the shamans, Banshees. I don't think the Banshees actually work on the Huntress. If I recall correctly, I think the Huntress is immune to Banshees. But I might be able to nail that bear with the Banshee. Oh, no. Banshee has been taken out by the opponents. Let's send in my my big tree log guy. Oh, both teams are very low on health right now. I might actually lose right here. Whoo! Down to like 3% health for the home team. We're going to send in a digger to try to finish off the big old lion wolf. And once again, Warcraft Rumble has crashed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us here on the Agrotizer Network, if you were one of our 0 concurrent viewers, we are right now reloading Warcraft Rumble, a game brought to us by Blizzard Entertainment. Blizzard Entertainment being the entertainment-related company which brought us Warcraft 2 back in the days of yore. And even before Warcraft 2, also they brought us Warcraft 1. Which, if any of you remember about Warcraft 1, it is the way to do things. Catapults can take out an entire army just as it's arriving at the gates. That was the way it all started. It got a little bit more technically excellent with Warcraft 2. Here I am back in back into the world of Darkshore, into the land of Darkshore, to collect my 40 gold reward from Shadowclaw. And now we're going to check the social tab and check the social war chest rankings. And sure enough, 5,830. I have just added 50 to the war chest. And I, as a team member, have the opportunity to do this several times a week, 5 little towns at a time. I just go in, I pick one of them, and it is affected. The difficulty of these battles is affected by the strength of my army. Now, I've not figured out the exact relationship, if it's related to the power of the leaders or just the general strength of all of the constituents of the army. But lately, I've been playing with the emo guy, Baron Rivendare. And someday I hope to get the talent of Chill of the Grave for Baron Rivendare. That is the #1 best, most important, most useful talent that you can get and try to work towards if you are just starting this game and you want to start to build up your ranks in PvP. That is the leader you want to focus on. The level doesn't matter so much in PvP, but the talents do. Right now, I'm just going to use my Baron Rivendare army. These are my main good old-fashioned guys. This is my main army that I use all the time, that I like. Looks like none of them have the actual upgrades for, let's see if I have some unbound one. I don't have any unbounds. Do I have any undead? No undeads. Wow. Whatever. I'm going to use this army anyways. The point that I'm trying to look at here is, if you notice these bronze-colored icons up at the top. We got a skull, and a parachute. Those refer to the traits that each of these different minis has corresponding to who they are. And when we play the dungeons, we can sometimes upgrade some of these traits or get new traits down below. And those give an extra 1 bonus level to each of the guys in my team. So that can be helpful. Right now, I'm just ignoring all those traits. I'm just going in with my good old-fashioned favorite army, but with the Blackened Door guy. Let's see, Blackrock Undead. Your army is replaced with troops from Blackrock and Undead families. Oh, and that reminds me, actually, rather than using that guy, I would prefer to try to help out the team. Now, I think on these ones, you can't really choose which family you're representing. It kind of chooses for you. But in general, I want to be choosing either Horde family or Alliance family, because that's where we have the lowest score. So those are the scores that I want to try to help out the most. So as I go in, actually, normally what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to pick a leader that is actually undead. We have plenty of. I don't need an undead leader. I want an alliance leader. So I guess I'll just get Lord Fortiron. And in we go. But I think in these particular ones, since I have to play with Blackrock and undead families, I think instead what'll happen is that those War Crest points that I get for the War Chest, for the Guild, for the Power Rangers Guild, those are going to be, I think, divided between these two teams. Uh-oh, something's happening. I'm getting an update here. Okay, good. Keep going. Keep streaming. Good. Okay. Everything's fine. We are still in business, still streaming, still live, on YouTube, on the Agrotizer network with your host, eagleDog, playing this battle against the Vulture guy. Right now we're paused so I can tap on him and see what the different items are and what the different chickens do and stuff. Whatever the case may be of what I'm tapping upon. Okay, here we go, and the battle is on. And now 2 skeletons have randomly jumped out of the graves because of the presence of Lord Blackendor as one of the dudes on the team of the minis. Meanwhile, the skeleton to the north is walking into a trap. Meanwhile, the team down on the bottom right are getting attacked by chickens. But we've sent in a skeleton party. Oh, and we have another skeleton party which has the extra talent of spawning extra skeletons. So now we have a whole bunch of skeletons everywhere. And we'll throw down some whelp eggs just somewhere randomly, like over here. And what else will we send in to attack the army of the opponent, of the vulture? Oh, and he's brought in a dragon, which has done some major damage. I will bring in the riding dragon guy. His name is something something. And he rides around on his dragon. And then if someone attacks him, then he will fall off of his dragon and keep attacking on the ground. And that's how this character works in this game. Sending in a gargoyle. Gargoyle does not interact with other units until it gets to the towers or the leaders. Well, I guess towers or bosses actually is what it is. And but once he gets in there, he does siege damage, so he can take out towers quite effectively. Now with the skeletons, I have a talent for the skeletons that makes it so I get more extra skeletons if I drop them by one of my bases. Wow, that little miner just ran right through those whelp eggs and didn't touch them. Oh, and look, there's a horde of vultures which is invading my enemy, or invading the home team. All right, we're gonna send in. We'll do it this way. Bring in this guy. We got air support. We got ground control. Send in some whelp eggs. Whelp eggs didn't do much. Send in some artillery support. Uh-oh. I'm doing okay. I got plenty of health. And we got the vulture. Ladies and gentlemen, a victory for eagleDog. Adding 10 combat experience, practically nothing, to common blizzard. Area damage troops are highly efficient versus squads, as we should know by now, after hearing this 100% of the time. Well, not the same tip 100% of the time, but hearing lots of tips, they're true. They're good points to be made. Now we will go back and check the guild and see how the guild is doing. And now we have 5,880 Warcraft points. Now the question is, did me just playing with an alliance team, did it add any points to our alliance bucket? Or did it just distribute those between the other BlackRock and Undead buckets? I think it just distributed those to the other ones. So the only way we could be able to tell is pay attention to the numbers. 775 for the alliance bucket and 1730 for the undead bucket. When we come back, we'll look at those numbers and see if they've changed. Let's try playing another Arclight battle. Old Merkai, good for 40 gold and 50 war crests for the Power Rangers Guild in 2024. 2024 has just begun. We're just almost about to get into the first days of February of 2024. This game came out on November 3rd, 2023. That means this game is just begun. People are only barely just beginning to start to level up and to collect cards. Only people who have spent like $3,000 on this game have got their cards leveled up really in any significant way at this point. Everyone is pretty much playing with common cards and green uncommon cards. Don't see a lot of players out there yet that are playing with blue cards. Every now and then you'll see an occasional blue card, but anything beyond that, very unlikely. But in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, there's going to be quite a lot more of those types of cards that are going to be around and be utilized by the players in the community, because they will have spent the next 2 to 3 years building up their collections and just little by little getting more stars and collecting the upgrade cores necessary through their guild activities to be able to make the necessary upgrades when they finally have enough stars. Because even though right now it seems like it's all about the stars, in like a year and a half from now, it'll be like, oh man, I wish we had more of those jars, more of those epic upgrade cores. I could use some of those right now. And so by starting early, now we're in trouble. Low power mode, and the game has crashed. This is going to be our last demonstration for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We still have not been able to answer this question. Is Warcraft Rumble actually better than Warcraft 2? I'm interested to know some of your thoughts about it. And I hope that you will make a detailed video upload discussing all the intricacies of why Warcraft Rumble is or is not better than Warcraft 2. I think that would be a very worthwhile discussion to listen to. So one thing you can see is that by doing the Arclight missions, those Arclight missions do apply also to my daily rewards, which there are 3 tomes normally available as the daily rewards, which means you have to do 9 mini quests per day to collect all 3 of those. Right now we want to collect that old Merkai 40 gold reward, and then we want to check in on the guild and see how we're doing here in the guild stats. Oh, and we can see it just added stats to the undead team or undead bucket and did not add any to the alliance bucket. So as we can therefore conclude, it is true that during these particular Arclight events, when we are assigned a specific team to battle with, such as Blackrock Undead in this case, Marshall Redpaw, Blackrock Undead, then those Arclight points that we get are only going to be contributed to those specific families. Whereas if I play with in this other Arclight challenge that does not have that detail, instead this one is glass cannons, and my minis are a little stronger but a little less health. This one, it will matter that right now I'm loading this up with my alliance team. This is going to be my last mini battle of the night because I'm in low power mode. Or at least last mini battle of this particular broadcast at the very minimum. And so what we're going to do is for this last battle is we're going to try to figure out and see if we can identify correctly that right now I'm playing with my alliance team and I should be able to get 50 points, 50 Warcrest PvP Season 3 points for my guild into the Alliance bucket, specifically into the Alliance bucket, the Alliance team Warcrests. Alliance leader family, Alliance family Warcrests. No, you guys go that way. Nice. Switched up the direction with the old arrow. Kaboom. That's what it's about. Tactical guidance simulations, utilizing the little arrows on the floor, or big arrows on the floor, I guess they are. And I will now attack the shaman with Blizzard. Kaboom! The shaman is no more. And my dudes are in there fighting against the main... Oh, let's get a... Now, the nice thing about that guy, that hero, Lord Iron. Tyrion Fordring, as I said. He can heal people. Lord Iron, Tyrion Fordring, some, people give him different names, but basically Lord Iron. He's the one who's got the big, sword, and he goes around healing people. Okay, so now, in the Arclight challenges, Arclight missions, I get 40 gold for defeating Lady Vespera, and then now I'm going to look in here with the guild, check it out, see how we're doing, look at our guild stats. Boom, there they are, right there into the Alliance bucket, 825. They went straight into Alliance, 825, added to the Alliance family. So that's the way we do it for the Power Rangers, 8 members online, playing those Arclight missions, and while we're at it, claiming our tomes. Then we just choose, which one of these do I want to add experience to? I just barely got the polymorph spell. I'm excited to put it into action. I think I'll upgrade that one a little bit. Boom, level up. Level up the shaman. No, not quite. Level up the harpies. Not quite. And that does it for this evening, January 28th, 2024. Thank you for being with us here on this Agrotizer network broadcast of playing Warcraft Rumble.